Dear friends, this is the third session of the topic subject specific and content specific pedagogy. This session is in continuation of our previous two sessions of this topic subject specific and content specific pedagogy. In previous two sessions, our discussion focused on the themes like background of subject specific pedagogy and philosophical base and types of subject specific pedagogy and pedagogy of language. Before starting this session, I, Dr. T.K. Basantia from National Resource Center for Education, Central University of South Bihar, Gaya, Bihar, convey my heartfelt thanks to you for this session. In this session, our entire discussion would be based on the theme pedagogy of social sciences, and in this session, we would cover three broad points relating to pedagogy of social sciences. First one is understanding social science context, second one is general pedagogical principles of social sciences, and third one is pedagogical strategies or techniques of social sciences. This session would be a kind of critical reflection on pedagogy of social sciences, and I believe that you will get some critical input on pedagogy of social sciences in this session. Now it is time to continue our discussion, and we will start with understanding social science context. Friends, social sciences are concerned with social world of affairs. The study of human interaction, human relationship, human bonding, etc. is the main goal of social sciences. Eradicating the existing issues or problems of the society that arise in the way of social interaction or understanding and promoting healthy social or gregarious or group living in the society are the prime focuses of social sciences. The social sciences deal with different social phenomena or challenges like custom, tradition, culture, religion, rites and rituals, economic and political affairs, morality and ethics, value system, etc. of this society. For creating a peaceful, balanced, value-based and human society, social sciences have much significance. And in this pluralistic country like India, in order to maintain uniformity and democratic tradition, the teaching learning of social sciences have utmost significance. Social sciences are basically value loaded subjects, and those are studied in a country in accordance to the socio-cultural context and ethos of the country. In our country, in primary school stage, that is from class 1 to class 5, social sciences are not taught as independent subject. Rather, the issues of social sciences are taught along with contents of science under the subject environmental studies or EVS. The main focus of teaching social sciences in this stage is to orient the child or sensitize the child towards the day-to-day social issues relating to living together, maintaining health and hygiene in the surrounding, making social group, literacy, respect for others, etc. In upper primary school stage, that is from class 6 to class 8, social sciences are taught as independent subject covering contents from three major heads, that is history, geography and social and political life. Social and political life in this stage draws its content mainly from three subjects, that is economics, political science and sociology. The focus of study of social sciences in this stage is to develop a broader understanding of the social issues and phenomena, mostly focusing on history of India and to some extent history of the world, geography from local level to global level, and social and political life related issues like market, state, government, family, community, etc. In secondary school stage, that is in class 9 and 10, social sciences comprise four major subject heads, that is history, geography, political science and economics. The main focus of social sciences in this stage is to develop deeper and critical understanding of the learner regarding social issues at the national and global level based on history of India and world, environmental conservation, resource management, democratic politics, caste and class difference, market, economy and exchange, etc. Till the end of secondary stage, social sciences are considered as one of the core subjects. At the higher secondary stage, that is in class 11 and 12, social sciences are not taught under a single subject or head, rather different social science subjects like history, geography, economics, etc. are taught as independent discipline in the forms of optional subjects. Understanding complex social issues relating to society and creating advanced knowledge in different subjects of social sciences are the prime purposes of learning social sciences in this stage. Some of the common but important objectives of learning social sciences in our schools are to achieve better adjustment in social environment including home, community, nation and the world, to secure better participation in social affairs including politics, economic affairs, cultural activities, etc., to achieve a sense of social competence or commitment, value system, tolerance, etc., to understand one's own environment, both socio-cultural and geographical environment, and facilitate the same for the development, to achieve national unity as well as international belongingness, and lastly to solve different controversial issues and challenges found in the way of social change. In the teaching learning process of social sciences, some general pedagogical principles are followed. Let us focus our discussion on the same. Firstly, principle of understanding social reality. We know that every society has unique composition of culture, religion, race, lifestyle, etc. Therefore, the issues and realities of each society are different from others. Further, needs, demand and aspirations of every society are different. For example, take Chinese society and Indian society. The national reformative and developmental agenda, the political system, the public policies, etc. of these two countries are not same. While China adheres more to communist and socialist culture, India adheres more to democratic and liberal culture. Further, in religious composition and policies, language policies and many other separate social life, these two countries or societies are different from each other. Hence, the same pedagogical treatment may not work effectively in teaching learning of social sciences of both these communities. Hence, pedagogical treatment must be based on different realities of a social system basing on historical evolution, cultural pattern of life, social policies, political practices, educational concerns, etc. Secondly, unlike science, the pedagogical focus of social sciences varies from society to society. Here, why did I tell unlike science? Because of the fact that science is basically an indicative of objective and universal phenomenon. Scientific laws are hardly changed from one surrounding of society to another surrounding of society. For example, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom form one molecule of water. For example, H2O, where H refers to hydrogen and O refers to oxygen. And force is equal to mass into acceleration, or F is equal to ma, where F refers to force, m refers to mass and a refers to acceleration. These are science concepts or principles and these are universal in nature. These issues in science are almost same everywhere, or on the contrary, every society possesses some unique nature and features. For example, there exists even a lot of differences among the lifestyle of tribal societies living across India, starting from northeastern region of the country to the central India, including Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Thirdly, in social context, a single effect is being created by multiple causes. For example, in one society, the cause of unrest of people may be poverty, but in another society, the cause of unrest among the people may be lack of education, and in another society, the cause of unrest among the people may be political interference. Further, in social context, it is found that a single cause leads to multiple effects. For example, better education in a society may lead to better economic system, better lifestyle, stable politics, more religious understanding, etc. Further, in a social context, it is very difficult to differentiate between cause and effect. The same social issue may be cause in one time or one context and effect in another time or another context. For example, stable politics of a state creates better economic opportunity in the state, and better economic opportunity in the state facilitates stable politics or government in the state. The pedagogy of social sciences must understand or must be based upon these issues. Fourthly, pedagogy of social sciences must focus on two important dimensions of society, that is equity dimension and promotional dimension. Equity dimension here can be referred as solving the existing problems and differences among the people in terms of different parameters like class or economic position, gender, race, languages, etc. in order to achieve equity in these parameters. Equity dimension helps a lot for mainstreaming the people. Promotional dimension here can be understood in terms of development, progress and change in different parameters of society, that is social health, education, economic resource, art and architecture and so on. Further, pedagogy must be very much critical to the problems based on child labor, human right, environmental protection, etc. under either of the dimensions. Fifthly, pedagogy of social sciences must be responsive to the value pattern of a society. All of you know that social sciences are not neutral subjects like physical sciences, chemical sciences, natural sciences and many other subjects. Rather, social sciences are subjects governed by value, morality, ethics, etc. and finally work for the overall well-being and welfare of the people in a society. Cooperation, mutual trust, respect for others, group understanding, caring for others, collective living, etc. are the basic tenets of social sciences, and these tenets govern the social sciences world. Therefore, pedagogy of social sciences must develop and care all these tenets. Sixthly, social sciences pedagogy should use society or different social contexts as the tool or media for teaching learning. It is a fact that the laboratory of social sciences include different social contexts or environments like home, school, classroom, industry, market, bank, museum, historical places or sites, etc. All these contexts are significant aspects of learner's environment and the learner continuously interact with these contexts. So, in the teaching learning of social sciences, a learner must be engaged in these contexts. Further, practical examples shall be cited to the learners regarding these contexts for their better learning and for their better educational attainment. Lastly, the pedagogy of social sciences must also understand that social phenomena are the subject of scientific inquiry or analysis, or we can say social phenomena can be studied scientifically like phenomena of other sciences like natural or physical sciences. In other words, we can say that the same method of scientific inquiry can be applied to both social sciences as well as natural or physical sciences. But where does the difference lie? The difference lies in outcome. Since social phenomena are more complex and subjective in comparison to natural sciences, so the outcome of social sciences also becomes more complex and subjective, or it is less verifiable in comparison to the outcome of natural sciences. In the teaching learning process of social sciences, all these social contexts, including many other contexts of society, must be emphasized. To go ahead, we will discuss on pedagogical strategies or techniques of social sciences. There are some pedagogical strategies or techniques which are very commonly and frequently used in teaching learning of social sciences. These are storytelling, dramatization, role playing, narration cum discussion, debate cum discussion, field trip, field based learning and experiential learning. Let us discuss the basic nature and focus of these strategies or techniques one by one. Let us at first start with storytelling. You know that it is a natural tendency of all children that they like to listen stories. Learners receive well the learning materials or learning concepts when such materials or concepts are presented to them in the form of stories. A story may bring all round development of the learners. A story may develop intellectual horizon as it includes information, understanding, analysis and synthesis, etc. It develops emotional horizon as it includes feeling, excitement, sense of humor, liking and disliking, etc. It shapes the personality as well as it induces to practice truthfulness, honesty, integrity, justice and many more. Stories may be of different types like true stories, legends, myths, etc. True stories are based on the actual or real facts or evidences. Historical fact or evidence based stories are examples of true stories. Legends are the stories which have no actual information or scientific database, but many people believe such are true. For example, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, etc., which are believed to be happened in far past. Myths are the stories based on fairy tales, ghosts, etc., which are out of facts always. All these categories of stories become helpful for developing social values among learners. The issues and concepts of social sciences like nationalism, social reformation, dynamic leadership, local self-government, public opinion, waste material and pollution, removal of corruption, etc. can well be taught through the storytelling method. For instance, nationalism can be taught well through telling the story of Rani Lakshmi Bai because Rani Lakshmi Bai was a great nationalist. The value of sacrifice can be taught through composing and telling a story on a tree because a tree sacrifices itself in many ways for the betterment of the life of the human beings including other animals. Now we will discuss on the next strategy or technique, that is dramatization. Dramatization is an approach of teaching learning in which the learners play the role of different actors and actresses in a formal stage playing based on a topic or theme. Dramatization has a lot of implication for concept formation in social sciences. Before starting a drama, there is need of proper preparation with respect to the theme of the drama, timing of the drama, actors and actresses, assigning of the roles, scripting the roles, rehearsal of the roles and many more. Dramas are not fit for all the topics of study. Rather, drama can be arranged for some specific topic of study. The topics like nationalist movement in India, social reforms, ecological imbalance, earthquake sensitization, misuse of natural resources, secularism, etc. in the area of social sciences can easily be delivered through dramatization. Before taking decision regarding any drama show in educational context, its value in educational context, resources required for the same, availability of timing for its play, etc. must be taken into account. Our next point of focus is role playing. Friends, role playing is a variation of dramatization like other variations of dramatization, for example, street play, mono action, etc. But there is a basic difference between dramatization and role playing. While dramatization is based on a broader theme and requires huge preparation, but role playing is based on specific theme with minimal preparation. In role playing, the learner or the student may play the role of a character which has a lot of educational implication. In teaching learning context of social sciences, a learner may play the role of a president, laborer, customer, stock market broker, member of legislative council, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, slave, soldier, etc. Role playing not only helps for understanding a social situation, but also helps for developing confidence, adjustment ability and communicative ability of the role player, and it has high impact on its audience. Now, let us go ahead and discuss on narration cum discussion method. Narration cum discussion is most widely used method in social sciences. In this method, the teacher or pedagogue narrates and explains an issue or topic, and the same issue or topic is discussed in the class where the teacher as well as students participate in the discussion. This method is somewhat a teacher-centered method, and in this method the learners also participate democratically and actively in teaching learning process. Narration cum discussion method can be applied in many topics of social sciences. The topics of social sciences like factors of production, natural and man-made resources, communication, alternative sources of energy, Cold War, etc. can well be dealt through narration cum discussion method. The next technique of our discussion is debate cum discussion. The debate cum discussion is quite popular pedagogic method in social sciences, especially for teaching a current social issue which needs a decision making. This method is more applied. In this method, an issue or topic is presented in front of the learners. Learners debate on the issue in order either to support or to reject or to disfavor the issue. While this method is used, always there shall be a moderation to conclude the debate cum discussion session. Let me to take an example here. One topic of social sciences is women should be given reservation in employment and education. Referring to this issue, there may be debate in the class. Some students may give their arguments in favor of the women reservation and some may give against women reservation. On the basis of their arguments, final decision may be suggested that whether women should be given reservation or not. Many issues of social sciences like whether trading in Bitcoin should be banned, whether petroleum products should be brought under goods and services tax or GST, whether India should go for biparty system of democracy, whether privatization of basic education should be discouraged, etc. may well be dealt through debate cum discussion method. Then the next one is field trip. It is fact that for teaching many topics of social sciences, field trip can be used as an instructional medium. The learners may be taken to many places or fields which have educational significance. Field trip provides direct experience to the learners for learning. For organizing a field trip, initially decisions shall be taken regarding the topics for which field trip is convenient. Field trip may be conducted to those sites which may be easily accessible and feasible for the learners. Organization of a field trip requires proper planning, execution and evaluation even. Learners residing in eastern Uttar Pradesh may conduct a field trip to Ashok Pillars at Sarnath. Learners residing in Agra or areas adjacent to Agra may conduct a field trip to Taj Mahal at Agra. The learners residing in Maharashtra may go to Elephanta Caves in Mumbai as field trip, and so on. Field trips have much implication for understanding socio-cultural or geographical or economic importance of a field or site, and this is one of the important objectives of teaching learning of social sciences. Then the next one is field-based learning. Field-based learning is like field trip but a little different from field trip. In case of a field trip, the learners go to the site having educational implication for a short period of time. But in case of field-based learning, the learners generally remain in the field for some longer duration and they use the field as a laboratory or a learning ground. For learning many social science concepts, especially in the area of geography. This method is quite helpful. This method makes the teaching learning more practical oriented. For learning of different types of soils like red and yellow soil, black soil, laterite soil, alluvial soil, etc., the learners may go to the field where these soils are available and study the nature of such soils. The social sciences related topics like vegetation, rocks, tides, minerals, rivers, forests, etc. are learned well through this method. The next or last one is experiential learning. Experiential learning is a type of learning in which the learners get concrete experiences relating to an issue or topic of learning. This learning is a method of learning which is based on the principle of learning by doing, learning by experiencing, or learning by involvement. An example of experiential learning in social sciences I may cite here. In order to teach the students the concept of a bank and its functions, the students may be given opportunity to visit a bank and participate in the process of the bank. Further, an alternative approach may be followed for learning of the same type of concept, or that is concept of bank and its function. For example, in school, a mock or simulated bank may be created where the students would play the role of bank personnel like manager, cashier, customer, public relation officer of bank, etc. The social science concepts like hospital system, judiciary system, market, panchayat raj system, industry, etc. are nicely studied through experiential learning approach. Besides these strategies or techniques, the strategies and techniques like panel discussion, demonstration method, problem solving method, etc. are very useful in teaching learning of social sciences. Friends, our discussion in this session included some core but vital aspect of pedagogy in social sciences. It is the time for closing this session. We will meet in our further sessions of this topic. Thank you for spending your time with me. See you in the next sessions. Thank you. Thank you.